What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show. It's your boy Dame D, and I am back with another one. I'm gonna wait for a few people to jump in before I start up. I'm about to check my audio and video to make sure you guys can hear me nice and clear. So give me 1 second before I start up. So I don't know why it's not live. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm checking to make sure everything. The title of the show is "You Can't Help Those Who Don't Help Themselves." Okay, I think we are sales. Okay, there we go. So we can be heard. So here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a few people to chime in and check in. I see I have a comment. Let me see who made a comment thus far. Okay, okay, and I rebuke you too. You are lying. You are lying. No good ass motherfucker. And I'm just gonna keep it real. I want Jackie to come on and speak her piece. You a piece of shit. You and your sister. And I'm just gonna keep it real. You rebuke yourself. You know what I mean? Because you are a poor excuse for a mother. Come on to the show. You're a poor excuse for a fucking mother. You fucking you scum bucket. I can't even find the words that I want to say for you, but you a shit ass parent that doesn't deserve to have your kids. Come on in and talk. I was straight up with you. I didn't try to bash you. I didn't try to do any of that. I called myself trying to help your stinking ass. Your nasty ass. That's what you are. You have your kids living in a house full of feces, kids eating feces and shit like that, allegedly. This is what all the grandmother told me. But come on in. You're more than welcome to come in. Show your face. Show everybody your nasty ass. So come on in. Don't hide behind the message. You're more than welcome to come on in. This bitch, allowed her kids to live in filth. You should have saw. Well, most of you guys saw this house. And this bitch has the nerve to be sitting up trying to talk. She calling me names when I reached out to them and tried to help them. Had the nerve to say that I was upset because my wife actually told me about this story. She actually wanted me to go in on your ass. I actually kind of went light on both of you guys. But come on in. I'm recording too. I'm recording too. Well, at least I have a mama. You can record all you want. I'm not the one who's a scum bucket. I'm not the one who's having my children living and just filth. It's ridiculous. I know you don't give a fuck. You are a shit ass mom. And hold on, I'm getting ready to see if I can get Jackie on the phone. Because I want her to say everything that she told to me so everybody can hear it. I tried to help your stupid ass. That's what I tried to do. I tried to help you, and you took advantage of someone trying to help you. That's really what it was. You're just upset because Jackie got in contact with me and she spoiled everything that you guys had going on. You're a poor excuse for a mother. Corey Stewart, I'm sitting up here talking to Axe guy about me. This woman, we tried to set up a situation to help her and her sister. This is the woman with the 8 fucking kids. 8 kids. But I'm the stupid one. Jackie had, and you know what? And I believe everything she said after speaking to you, that last conversation that I had to you earlier. Basically, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace of what we call a mother. And I hope and pray that you never have a chance to be a parent ever again. Because it showed from your parenting skills that you're not shit. What woman, then I want to ask this question: what man would lay up in some filth like that with you? That's crazy. Your house would listen. Before the police even got inside the house, they smelled shit. So for you to be talking about somebody, you need to watch, who you're talking about, because I actually tried to help your ass. And you're a disgrace. I'm a disgrace when I tried to help you. So that's why I said you can't help everybody. You have to just let some people drown in their own sorrows, and this is exactly what this woman is doing. She's drowning herself, and was drowning her kids in their own sorrows. But the grandmother, one of the grandmothers intervened, and CSB intervened and took these young women children away from them. I'm so glad. Listen, I'm not doing anything for clout. I don't have to do this for clout. Hey, I get views without you. You can stop. But I'm getting ready to bring Jackie on so she can allow. So give me a second. I'm getting ready to call her now. So I want to bring her on so she can air your shit out. So give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to pull Jackie in on this conversation, you guys. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm calling right now. And that's what you're upset about, that this woman reached out to me. I tried to help you guys. Hopefully your sister takes the advice from Jackie and get her shit together and get the fuck away from you, because Jackie and your sister even said you are the one that's been bringing her down. Okay, so yeah, she's not answering. She'll call me back. But yeah, your own kids eating shit. That's horrible. But like I said, I'm gonna do this last show about these two women and leave it alone and move on. I just wanted to just come back on today because this young woman called me and reached back out, which I was done. You reached back out to me. I was done with that once I spoke with Jackie. I was going to do my last show on you guys today, and then I was going to be done. Because it's at the end of the day, my kids ain't never slow ass nigga. What? You and your kids is slow. How her kids don't even like her. That's a lie. And Jackie, I believe everything that she said. You allow you and your kids ruin every fucking house she said that you guys lived in. You lied about the running water in the house. There was no running water in the house, because if there was, you wouldn't have to go to a friend's house to bath. This woman would go to a friend's house to bath, but would not take her kids' house, would not take her kids to bathe. These kids were, going unbathed for days, out of school for over a year, and this is what the grandmother was telling me. This is not coming from me. These are all the things that the grandmother was saying. And you got this stupid bitch in my comment section, she lived. Okay, the comments are coming. Nothing but facts. I can't wait till she come back in. I actually have some of the shit recorded earlier that she was saying that I can actually play. And you can, your character, okay, now Cassandra's in there too. So the comments are coming fast, and but your character, you show what type of character that you are. You're a trifling, low down, lazy bitch is what you are. Disgusting. What woman would allow her kids to walk around living in a house that's smelling like shit, human shit everywhere, in the toilets, in the sinks, in the tubs, no running water. I mean, just a house of horrors. I'm not holding my tongue for nan nigga. I mean, that's fine. Speak your mind. Come on the show. I sent you a link. Come on in. You can come on in. Don't be scared. Do not hide behind the messages. Come on in so everybody can see your trifling ass, which they already saw you. And then first and foremost, you didn't have to show yourself the first time. They already knew who you trifling motherfuckers were from the Law and Crime. So you can't hide. People already know who you are. I ain't scarred puss. Hey, whatever you meant by that. I never disrespect women, but you need to be, you disrespected yourself. You disrespected your kids, and everything. You're totally an unfit parent is what you are. You know, this woman had no reason to lie about everything that she told me. You know, you guys squandered inheritance that you had from your parents, and now look at you. You don't even have a place to stay. You're evicted from your place because you trashed these fucking people's house. You're probably living in your car, you know, and I caught myself trying to help you ladies. You know, but yeah, Cali Fortune, do not donate to these nasty ass bitches. And that's exactly what they are. You know, the grandmother reached out to me the other day, you know, and told me a lot about these nasty, disgusting bitches. They were living, you had 6 people living in a 3-bedroom house. Come on in. Don't hide behind the comments. I would love for you to come on in and speak your piece. So look, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna send you another link. So we're gonna see if you want to come in and show your face. You know, because more than likely this nasty bitch is not gonna want to show who she is. You know, she's embarrassed. That's why she didn't want to come on. That's why the sisters didn't want to come on in the beginning, because they thought that I was going to fucking embarrass them. But really I wasn't. I just wanted to hear their side of the story. You know, I just wanted to see, I wanted to hear what type of bitch, nasty bitch lives like this, you know, and I wanted to hear their excuses. And that's all it was excuses. You know, and I apologize for come on, Q, if you want to come on in, I'm gonna send you a link. So if you want to come in, Q, I'll send you a link. You know, but I'm live. I'm quite sure you guys see it. So do not call me if you see that I'm live. I'm sending you a link, Q Nitty. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, I want to come in and do this last show about these trifling, ain't shit ass bitches. You know, and I advise everybody to go on Law and Crime and look at these bitches, how they were living. You know, no, listen, I wasn't going to bash you into this bullshit that you said earlier. You know, I've been straight up about everything that I told you, but now I'm gonna let your ass have it. You's a low down, trifling, nasty bitch. You know, and Jackie exposed you motherfuckers. You know, hopefully your sister does the right thing and get the fuck away from you. You know, because like Jackie said, you are probably the one that's bringing your sister down. She sounds like she may have had a little sense. You know, but it's your ass, you know, and just like in the picture when the police pulled up and was questioning her, this nasty bitch said she had just came from showering. This bitch was dirty as fuck looking too. And she just got out of the shower. Callie Fortune said, and I was really searching for help. I know, Callie. Look, and I explained to them, you had so many people that reached out to me that was trying to help these nasty bitches. You know, and the grandmother got in contact with me, and once she told me everything that was going on and how these young women were living and what was going on, good. But you definitely need some help. You know, and that's a fact. We all know this. You know, so you can stop it with the lying. You know, what you need to do is in your next lifetime, try to be a better parent, you know, because you definitely won't see these kids anymore. You know, hopefully CSB will never grant you custody to see your children again, because you did a horrible job at being a parent. What parent allows their kids to, and then not only this, Jackie was saying that, look, listen to this shit. These the type of bitches that these bitches are. James, what up though, James Sanders? James Sanders said, I feel bad for you, Dan D, because I know how hard you were trying. Yes, I was trying to help this stupid bitch, you know, and I was trying to help the kids, not them at all, you know, and I explained that to them, you know, but I opened up. I kind of normally females like this, I'll bash, you know, but I did not. But she deserves everything that's coming to her. Callie Fortune said, girl, pump your brakes. She definitely needs to pump her brakes. She talking to the wrong motherfucker, because I got a lot of information that the grandmother gave me about these women. Listen, this is the type of women that these women are. They would go and get food, eat, while the kids was inside of the house, eat in the car. While one was eating, the other one would come out while so that they can finish the food, and then the other one would eat and go back in the house. Therefore, they wouldn't have to share food with the kids, and then they would cook the kids noodles. What type of parent is that? Q Nitty, I sent you a link. So if you want to come on in, come on in. These are the women. These are the type of women that these women are. What up, though, Devontae King? Yeah, hey, hoes like this, bro. Hey, stay away from women like this. This should be a lesson to every man, and every young woman who watches this video. Yeah, Corey Stewart, these were some, listen, I actually reached out and tried to help these young ladies. The grandmother, listen, they own family members reached out back to the grandmother about this situation, and basically, like, it's a lot of stuff. I'm actually waiting for the grandmother to come on, but I've never saw a disgusting situation like that for children. You would have thought this was, you would have thought they were living in a third world country when you saw the living conditions of this house. And instantly I had sympathy for the children, because I once were I came from a single parent household, so I know how hard it is, for women, for a single mother, to try to take care of kids. But 8 kids, so that's what drew me to these young ladies, to these young women, I should say. Yeah, so like the title, man, you can't help everybody. You have to let certain people like them drown in their own squallow, and and you gotta excuse me, I'm a little hyped, so I'm kind of like over talking. We don't need the lame ass sympathy. Hey, listen, you should have said that shit when I first reached out to you. Now you don't need the sympathy because you're mad because Jackie aired your dirty laundry out. Look, hey, go look how these nasty bitches was living. Listen, everybody, go look at the video, the original video that I put out. And these bitches was living like there was no problem. The kids didn't even understand the kind of conditions that they were living in. Okay, now your wife getting cussed out made you sound stupid as fuck. My wife brought this story to me so that I can do a story on you stupid hoes. But I actually had a little sympathy for you. So I can bring my wife down here and she'll tell you. It's not nothing what you think. My wife actually brought the story to me for me to actually air you bitches out. Yep. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, this is an example for future mothers what not to parent like. These are some nasty, disgusting, trifling bitches. And I would love to hear, look, any men that fucked around with these bitches, reach out to me and tell me, because I would love to know what type of man would lay up with these nasty ass bitches. This is crazy. You can't even wash your ass in your own house. You have to go to your friend's house to wash your ass. But you want to talk shit about someone who is actually trying to help you out. And that's crazy. In Real Talk with Big Dave, man, he said it. At the end of the day, I had a little sympathy for these young women. John Lester said, did CPS? Yes, CPS took the kids. They don't even have their own kids. And this bitch is sitting up talking shit and don't even have custody of her own kids. Okay, she said, but you weren't trying to help. I wasn't trying to help. Bitch, I set up a GoFundMe and everything for you. It already had 4,500 in there. And people were donating. You know, Cali Fortune even has vouchers for you women to go and try to find housing. Yeah, Cali Fortune. The comments are going kind of fast, y'all. So, but yeah, man, you know, these are the type of women that you stay away from. You know, I want to know what type of man would lay up with a woman like this. Sean Lester said, okay, good. She said, I don't need your help. I already got housing. Okay. Come on live right now and show me that you're in housing right now. If you get housing, come on live and show me your setup. Because right now, I think you're lying. You know, you lie about you've been lying about everything from the beginning. You know, and that's the truth. You know, I got a lot more shit that she told me about you that I can still really put out, but that I haven't. You know, I've really been going easy on your trifling ass. Yeah. What's up, Big Ken? Send me a link. Send Mama a link. I'll see you on. All right, I'm about to send you a link now. Yeah, man. I listen. I'm about to send you a link now. Look, you know, you got so many people that's okay. Ask God but me. She said you're not saying shit literally, and neither are you. I'm saying a lot of shit. I'm saying that you're a trifling, low down, dirty ass bitch who doesn't deserve to be a parent. That's what I'm saying. You know, a motherfucker tried to help you. Here, let me send Big Key in this lane. You know, and this, I'm not gonna even say, you know, it's right now, it's you. I won't even add your sister to it, you know, because hopefully she'll get the fuck away from your ass. You the one, like Jackie said, is bringing her down. You know, hopefully she'll take advice from her mother-in-law and get the fuck away from you. You know, but yeah, you know, I'm going to speak my piece on this tonight, and then I'm going to be done with this trash, you know, because that's all she is just trash. That's it. You know, what type of mother put their children in situations like this? Okay, ask God but me. She also made Jackie lies. You're right. The kid, look, the school got involved and called CPS because these nasty, lazy bitches were sending their kids to school with lice in their hair. That's how nasty these bitches were. Yeah. No, I want her to come in. Look, she's embarrassed to come in and show her face. Come on in. I'm going to send you another link. And let's see if you come in. She don't want to show her face, which her face has. I'm going to show another video that shows. Actually, I'm going to play the video. That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to play the video when the police first pulled up, so you guys can see this nasty bitch. You know, and again, and again, you guys, excuse me for my language. Normally, I'm not talking like this, you know, but you know, this woman was talking so much shit earlier, you know, I didn't have a chance to talk back. So now I'm here, you know, and I invited her to come on in. I'm getting ready to play it, you disgusting ass bitch, so everybody can see this shit. You know, I want you guys to see how nasty this motherfucker was and how dirty she was looking when the police pulled up. And she said she had just left from taking a bath. This disgusting ass motherfucker. You know, yeah, let me find it. Give me 1 second, you guys. You know, so hey, and if any men that deal with this woman, reach out to me. Look, you can keep saying that shit about my mama. That shows how immature you. I don't give a fuck about that. Callie Fortune said if she's if so, she can clean and have the house. Right, and have a house. Exactly. Every house that this woman lived in has been fucked up for what the welcome to the show. Every house. What up, though? Hold on, let me turn you up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Introduce yourself to the show.
Big Hen from the 313.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Welcome to the show, man. Look, I'm sitting here trying to find this video, but while I'm trying this video, man, look, my wife brought this story to me. I reached out to these young women about about their living conditions. Over here we try to come up with a solution or try to help people, with this situation. So we tried to start a GoFundMe for these young women. The grandmother, one of the grandmother of, the mother-in-law of the young lady with 5 kids reached out to me, and she told me, like, do not help these women out at all. They're low down, trifling, and disgusting. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about their kids at all. And you can tell by their living conditions.
That's terrible, bro.
So give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this video. Well, I'm going to find this video so you guys can see this nasty bitch. But go ahead, Big King, give me your comments. What do you think about a woman who allows their children to live in a shit infested, dog feces, human shit all over the floor, in the toilet, in the sink, and things like that? What type of mother would allow her children to live, 8 kids to live like that?
Yeah, that sounds like she might be something like mental. To be honest with you, like,
they listen. They have to have some type of mental issues going on to even want to live in some shit like that, and then allow your kids to be living in this filth.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'm about to find it. I gotta find this. I'm about to find this video.
That's unfortunate that she got her kids living like that. Sound like somebody need to step in on that ASAP.
Yes. So I'm just trying to find the original video right now. So give me so you can chop it up and talk with me, Big Ken.
Well,
I'm just trying to find
I just had to chime in on it. I seen you was upset, No,
I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. I was just sitting here, like I said, I invited the young woman to come back on, and okay, I think I may have it. I was trying to invite the young lady back on to speak her piece, because she had a lot to say earlier, when I really couldn't speak.
I mean, when I say you was upset, you got every right to be upset. You was trying to help her out, and she trying to pull the reverse on you. But
for some reason, I don't know why I cannot find that, but I'm getting ready to find it. I got to look.
That's too bad, man. I hate that, and I don't even got no words for that.
Oh, you know what? I think I got to go look up 13 Action News. I think that's where the story was at. So hold on, let me look this up.
If it's
history,
if it's what you say it is, and they living like that, somebody in her family or somebody need to step up and.
Yeah, the grandmother, it was 13 children living, 3 adults living in a 3-bedroom house. When the police went out there, and I want to find, I can't believe I can't find this video off it. I'm getting ready to find it, so just bear with me in a second, because you guys got to see this.
Yeah, I seen a little bit of it.
It was horrible. I mean, you guys can go. It's already posted up right now. I can't find it, so I won't continue trying to look for it. I'm just upset and mad because I really wanted to show this. At Vito Dolan 2085, he said, "Keep talking your shit, Dame." I'm gonna keep talking, man. Because it looked like she might have had left the chat. But I sent I sent her multiple links to be able to come on in and speak her piece again. But you know how that is when you know that you ain't shit and you low down and dirty, you're not going to show your face. She's embarrassed. What she should be embarrassed for, allowing her children to live in filth like that. What type of woman is she? That speaks a lot of volume from her.
Right.
And I can't wait to these men contact, because I know there's going to be a lot of men that's probably going to contact me. I want to know what men would lay up with some shit like that. Okay, she's still in there. She said, "I don't have to show my face for a scum." Hey, I'm not the one where CPS came out to my house and my house was smelling like shit and my kids got taken away. I'm not scum. I'm far from that. You said, hold on, what she said, you can't tell you treat your wife like shit. Hey, at least I have a wife. You don't have anybody in your motherfucking life.
Mm.
You don't even have your own kids. But yeah, man, this is the young lady that I tried to help. See, this is why you can't help everybody. And then here she go again, but you're the scum that degrades women. I'm degrading your ass. You degraded yourself. You degraded your children. You degraded everybody who was in that house. I'm not degrading anybody.
6 years. Yeah.
They say, what chat she in? She's in our chat. She's chatting now. She's the axe guy, but me. I gotta find. Look, I'm about to look it up on my phone. I gotta find this video again. I'm getting ready to share it to my email. I got the actual link. Because I want you guys to see this bitch, this nasty, disgusting ass bitch. And I tried to help her. And she said she think that. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, but this will be this is it. After tonight, I won't even talk about this no more. I spoke with the grandmother. I told her I will get in contact with her a year from now to see how the grandchildren has done, and hopefully she'll have custody, of her 5 grandchildren. Hopefully
the grandmother got
with the 8 kids will not get them kids back because she doesn't deserve them at all. She doesn't deserve to be a mother.
So do the grandmother got the kids?
The grandmother has the 5 kids, the kids from the other sister. The 8 kids are the other 8 kids. I don't know exactly. Someone else has them, but these bitches don't. Okay, so I got the video. I'm just trying to I'm gonna have to share it to my email. All right, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys hear some of the video. I'm getting ready to share this to my email so that I can show you guys the video because I really want you guys to see. She wanna, like I said, she can't hide because she's already been aired out, by Toledo police and by Crime TV. This was some of the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. And she got the nerve to be calling somebody scum. Have you watched the video of your own house that you was living in?
Right.
And a lot of people was upset with me because I didn't go in and bash them. I was holding back, Big N. I definitely held back.
Yeah, because with the news show, they were scared to damn near walk in there.
Yeah, they didn't want to walk in there. How that shit smell? Who would want to walk in some shit that smells like that? Okay, so I sent the email to myself, so hopefully I got it. Hold on. Okay, that's the video, but I'm getting ready to pull this
if they
email.
go back and look at your previous video, they'll see it.
Yeah, no, I want to show it right on here so everybody can see it.
Oh, no doubt.
Yep. So I'm getting ready to okay, by email.
That's too bad.
Crazy.
You were just trying to help her out. You know what I mean?
Something must not be meant.
Giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
What up, Shauna J?
Hey, bro. So sad.
That's crazy. I can't even pull my email up for some reason. It's something that's stopping me from hold on, let me okay, here we go. Here we go. I gotta show this so people can see this motherfucker that's sitting up here talking shit.
And what's her problem with why she talking shit?
Because she's mad because the grandmother reached out to me and I shut everything. I shut the GoFundMe down and everything, and I spoke my piece on the situation. Okay, here we go. I got it. All right, here we go, y'all. So give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to share this shit. So this is this nasty bitch. You know, so I need for you guys to tell me what you think about this mother. All right, here we go, you guys. Tell me if you can hear and see the video begin. Hold on, I gotta turn it up. My bad. Video. Okay, I gotta add it to the screen. My bad. Here we go. Now look at these nasty bitches.
I need you to go inside.
Y'all can see it in here.
Newly released body cam video shows how shocked and awful it was with how allegedly bad the living conditions were inside a home in Ohio.
You know, this is the bitch I'm talking about, y'all.
And the details are now these 3 adults are facing charges. On the case presented by law.
So this is the video.
Shocked
This is the law
in cases of neglect.
These bitches' house was so disgusting that law and crime
can
picked
be
up,
when officers have issues with the living conditions that their children are living in, and they try to explain away the mess in their home, almost as if little sweeping would actually solve the problem.
Sean Lester said, if my kids were taken from me, social media is the last place I would be arguing on every second I would
This
be
Toledo police officer
exactly. You know, you got this bitch
awful, even before she made it to the house on 10th. The situation got worse when she saw who was living in the home.
A kitten inside that's paralyzed that got thrown down the stairs.
Police were first called to the home because a neighbor called 911 saying a kitten was potentially hurt after being thrown down the stairs. Now, the man at the door said everything was fine, but then police go inside.
Yeah, look at this video on the inside of your house.
Police say 13 children were living inside that house. And from watching this body camera video, you can tell that the police officer decides enough is enough and it's time to do something about this situation. So she pulls the adult male inside the home outside for a chat.
She said law and crime isn't even real. Okay, so what are we watching? So you're not real neither then, huh? You know, but look at the police. Look how disgusted they're looking. Coming into this house. And then she's going to pull up any second now after they're done with interviewing him.
First name
Angel.
See, and this is Angel who's in the chat now.
March 16th, 1997.
March 16th, 97.
But the young lady that I'm speaking to that's in the chat,
you live here?
Ask God, but
your phone number?
Her name is actually Angel too.
Police.
And she said law and crime isn't even real. Okay, well, what is this we're watching?
What's your social?
Is it real? What is this? No, this is how immature and stupid and dumb
I don't know.
this young lady is.
Bud, get inside, please. All right.
Let me turn this up, son.
All 5 of your children live here?
Yes, ma'am.
I need their names.
So my oldest is
Okay, they're blocking it out. The kid's name out. You know, but I try to help these young women.
Date of birth.
So do you. If you don't believe that this is
all right, you gotta go inside. All right. No, keep your
Keep your sticker. Go inside.
Keep your sticker. Go inside.
Can I get a sticker?
I don't have any. I need you to go inside, okay?
Yeah, you already had it.
No, please.
Can you get off the phone, please?
You knew what to do to get the
Can you get off the phone, please?
I'm on phone white.
Okay, that's fine. Can you, okay. I don't know of what. I need information.
You already have it. You don't know what to do. No, but everybody look at this. This is what trash looks like.
My twin says
And who was he? He was living there too?
So letting someone bash me is okay. No one's bash you bashed yourself. You set yourself up for this shit.
son.
You know, I tried to help your kids. You and your kids.
Somebody gets.
And you're trash. Your house is trash. You know, but I'm gonna be quiet, you guys.
My youngest son is
video. You know, this is the woman that's asked God about me. That's in the comment section. Yes, I did listen to Jackie.
Okay, what's mom's name?
My wife's name is Cassandra.
She's the one who told me the truth about you guys.
We're not married, but we're engaged.
All right, so I'm just gonna watch the video.
Do you know her date of birth?
Same as my
July 1st.
1998 is her year.
What year? 98?
98, yep, 1998. July 1st.
Okay, what's Cassandra's phone number?
You know, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share to the channel.
Sorry about that. I'm on the phone with her right now. Our number.
She's not telling you the truth. Okay, so we're watching this video right here. You know, I believe everything that Jackie said because he has no reason to lie.
Do you know why this is happening?
Grandchildren.
Why I'm getting information? You have no idea.
No, ma'am.
Do you think these living conditions are acceptable for children?
Tell me you guys can comment.
I understand. I'm trying to talk. I'm not trying to of a man or a person or to feel bad. It's one thing if adults want to live in their own field and not take care of themselves. You're adults. If you want to live that way, these kids didn't sign up for that.
Trust me, I understand.
They do not need to. Okay, well, there's plenty. I see plenty of adults in here that can get their up off the couch and start cleaning. The amount of flies in there. There's diapers all over the floor. There's trash everywhere. There's animals. There's animals that are not being taken care for. Unacceptable. And we will not have that.
I hear you on that.
Hang tight.
Okay, now here she's getting ready to
you don't need to be sorry to me. You need to be sorry for your kids.
No, I know that.
Your kids.
Here's the mugshot of Angel Oliveri. He tried to explain away the conditions in the home like it wasn't really that big of a deal. He also, as you notice, there remained on the phone. Police were talking. Seemed to just make the chin in the ears. Now, what he was just a little cleaning. What actually was going on inside the home allegedly was human feces on the floor, no functioning shower or toilet, and animals that had urinated and defecated on the floor. And there was actually no food in the kitchen, according to police. And the ages of the children who you saw inside that home. And from what I saw watching that, it seems like they didn't really understand just how bad the conditions were. The ages of children ranging from 15 to just an infant. It also turns out that Oliveri had warrants already out for his arrest.
Did you used to live on 14th Street?
Okay, now here comes this nasty bitch walk up. This is what she looks like.
43604, 33614.
Here she comes. This is the mother of the 8 kids getting ready to walk up.
I used to live in downtown, the PLs.
Yeah.
On the police don't have no reason to know. Neither does that grandmother. The kids was eating. Allegedly, these kids were eating shit.
Take this one.
It wasn't. She said it wasn't any. Here, let me put this up so people can see this shit. Okay, here this is her getting ready to come up, you guys.
Those warrants appear to be traffic related, stemming from operating a motor vehicle without a license and having expired tags, according to court records we found online. Now, he wasn't the only adult living in that home. Here's when his sister-in-law returns, mom to 8 kids in the house. This is her conversation with police.
Do you live here? Okay, so we got a call here that there was something, a cat got thrown down the stairs or something and was injured. When we go inside and see what we saw, the living conditions here for this house and these kids being here, we have a big problem.
Yeah, but no, it gets cleaned up every day. Listen to me.
No, no, there's no way.
It gets cleaned up every day. Ain't no way that.
And like I told him, he's in cuffs right now because he has warrants. He has 4 warrants. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't have any, but you can check.
No, that's fine. We'll eventually grab your information and all. And like I told him, I'm not trying to talk down on you guys. I'm from the east side. I grew up here.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not somebody who had it made in Sylvania.
Right.
I get people go through.
Yes,
I understand that.
Yes,
I'm not trying to talk down on you guys and make you guys
I'm not.
feel a certain type of way, make you feel like a bad mom, a bad whatever. I understand that. But at a certain point, too far is too far.
I know, and that's what I be telling you.
I understand.
That's
I
what she was
understand,
telling
but
him.
So you
but
know.
that's
He lie
where we are
about
right now.
everything. This
Okay,
this
so
all this woman
we're
do is
gonna get
lie.
some stuff figured out.
So
I'm
do I
gonna
go
grab.
clean the house or what?
Can you bring me my? Never mind. Just hang tight for me. So your children live here as well?
Yes, ma'am.
How many kids?
I have 8.
8 kids
Yes.
here?
Yes. That's what I'm
That goes to
saying.
talking
Can I
right
go
then.
clean? Like,
Hold on. Hold on. I
Bitch, you should
understand.
have been
Just give me a
cleaning.
minute.
Hey,
This bitch got 8 kids. Listen. I wish any one of her ex-boyfriends would reach out.
Okay. On here, I want you to write your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your phone number.
I don't want nothing to do with her,
Now, that
bro.
woman is
This is her.
Angel Lambert. She and Cassandra Lambert were arrested with Oliveri because of those living conditions inside the home that police say were dangerous. Police say those living conditions, in fact, put the health and safety of those kids at risk. And according to WTVG TV
Look at the
in
comments.
Toledo,
This
it appeared the
nasty bitch
children
written up here.
hadn't bathed in days. Now, the children have been removed from that home. They've been put in temporary housing. And according to the TV station, the suspects are not allowed to have contact with the kids. The 3 of them were released on their own recognizance. Joining us now is criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Josh Corman. It's always great to have you on Law and Crime.
Okay, so look,
very
I
tough
just
body
want you to
camera
see.
video.
I just want you
when
guys
think
to
of the amount
see
of kids,
this
13
nasty,
inside of
trifling
this
bitch.
house.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta go pause this. Okay, so yeah, so I just wanted to show that video so you can see what type of woman that we're dealing with. About to get overnights. What do you mean by that? Come on in the show. Don't hide behind the comments. We see who you are now. So I'm going to send you another link. If you want to come in and talk, come on in. But everybody now sees your trifling, disgusting, nasty ass. And you want to sit up and talk shit to somebody that actually tried to help you and your children. So come on in. I'm sending you another link. If you want to come on in, come on in. I guarantee you she won't come on in. But yeah, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you think about this. Do this. I want you guys to comment. And she'll see these comments and I'll put it up. I need for everybody to comment. Let me know. Do you think that this woman deserves a second chance, at being a mother? How she treated these kids. So I need for Quincy Jackson said, nasty bitch. Everybody comment and let me know. Do you think this woman deserves a second chance at being a mother?
No. No, because the kids traumatized, they go back to it.
Yeah, because these kids are going to be traumatized for life. Life. Let me show Callie's comment because she's making some great comments. And she said, who gives a fuck about what y'all think? Look, why wouldn't you give a fuck about what people think? That's why I tried to bring this nasty bitch on so she can change the mindset of what people think about her. But she don't give a fuck about her or her kids at all. Callie Fortune said, hope y'all asked where the bed's at. I told y'all weird. Yeah. Q Jackson said, Miss J is watching, bro. That's fine. I'm glad she watching. Because I came from and my brother that's on the in the chat with me, we both came from single household parent households, and that once, that we live in shit, feces, urine, and things like that, mold. My mom did the bed, and listen, and that's what made me reach out to these young women, because I remember what it was growing up living in a single parent household, and hard for your mom to, try to provide and things like that. Me seeing these kids like that made me feel some type of way. And I thought about my childhood, but we never lived like that, ever.
I hope like hell. I hope like hell.
Go ahead, Big Ken.
I hope like hell that she don't never get her kids back, man, because She don't have a clue of what it is to be somebody that give a fuck about their kids, man. I just don't. It's I don't even got the words for it, bro. I'm like you. At first, when I heard you talking, I'm like, damn, bro, kind of going in on them. But as you listening to what the kids was going through, eating shit and all of that, that's like a
Yeah,
fucking nightmare. That's a fucking horror movie.
horrible. Look, and I got multiple messages that Jackie sent from her and her sister. So I can play those too. You know, I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of stuff to show. You know, but I won't even do that. New streaming or okay, no, that's something else. Yeah, you know, so at the end of the day, man, you know, I just want to come on here and show everybody what type of woman this woman was. You know, what type of mother, unfit mother this woman is.
She literally mental, bro. I mean, that's the only word that I can come up with for that. That with you trifling, it she beyond trifling, bro. If the kids was eating shit and I mean, I listened to the way the police described it. It was
Yeah,
horrible.
you
And
know,
then
she
you
got
got
the nerve to
a
be on
whole
here
man
talking
standing
shit.
there. Yeah,
I can't believe that, Big Ken.
she. I guess she trying to defend herself because you know her name out there and everything, but it's horrible. There's nothing she can say.
Yeah, nothing at all.
She might have made a mistake.
If you guys that's in the comments that's watching, you know, give me your opinion. What do you think? And she made another comment too. She said, "Here, let me. You can tell your whole generation didn't get therapy. You sound stupid. You need to continue getting therapy, and really, what you need to do is make sure. Well, not you. Hopefully, these kids get the therapy that they need, and hopefully, they'll never have anything to do with you ever again. Your own kids probably won't have nothing to do with you. They're probably going to remember a lot of this shit when they get older, have a lot of animosity against your ass. You know, and then like this, I'm going to say this again, and then I'm gonna close out in a little bit. These bitches would eat food outside, the food that they wanted to eat, so they wouldn't have to share with their kids. And then they'll rotate. The other one will come out and eat in the car, and then once they're both done eating, they'll go inside the house and feed the kids noodles. What up, though, Marv Thomas? Come on in, man. Yeah, this the type of bitches that we're talking about and we're dealing with. You know, I'm glad I didn't have a mom like this. You know, I'm quite sure they probably had rats and all roaches and all type of shit up in that house, Q. She said we never did that. Okay. I guarantee you, listen, this is the grandmother who's telling me all this. This grandmother has no reason to lie on her own grandkids. But this woman won't come in. But you know, at the end of the day, y'all saw the video. You know, I need for you guys to give me your opinion. I need for you guys to comment. Let me know what you think, what type of woman this is, or do this woman deserves to have her kids back? You know, that's my question to you guys. Yeah,
She will
so
not be
yeah,
getting
man.
her
You know,
kids.
I said I was
She
going to
will
do this
not be getting her
show on
kids
this,
back.
and then I'm going to be done with it. And then I talked to the grandmother, Jackie, which I told her I will reach back out to her in a year just to see the outcome of what these young ladies has done. You know, and what's so crazy? Look, these young ladies were adopted. You know, had an inheritance that they blew through a lot of money, and still have inheritance money coming to them to this day, is what the grandmother was saying. You know, but these bitches didn't spend any of that money on the kids. They blew all the money. Just look how they were looking. You know, they were going to school dirty, no clean clothes and things like that. And this is what the grandmother was telling me. None of this stuff is coming from me. This is all coming from the grandmother of the 5 children. The boy, the guy that you saw there that was arrested, that's the mother that I was talking. His mother is who I was talking to, Big Hen.
I've seen that type of shit before. I stay next door to some people that had a situation like that where the kids was asking me that I have potato chips and ramen noodles and shit like that to eat. And I said something to the woman like, hey, I fed your kids.
She said, go on my page and look how. No, you come over here and then show us your page. She said, go on her page. Hold on, let me back up. Go ahead, Big Ken. I didn't mean to cut you off. She said, go on her page. I don't know why the damn thing acting up like that.
I
What
was
up, though,
just saying
Londale
when I
Bright?
was saying that kids, the kids know exactly what they going through. You know, like you said, they gonna remember that shit. And
And they gonna remember every nasty fucking thing that these nasty bitches did to them. Cassie Lambert said, I sent you proof of everything I spent my money. Yeah, I saw that. You know, and what I saw, I didn't see much that you spent on them children. You know, it should have showed when the police came out there, your kids should have been well dressed, bathed, looking clean. They were looking nasty, had on just didn't look unfit, like how you looked when the police pulled up on you. You know, that says a lot about yourself. You know, but yeah, I need you guys to comment. Does this woman deserves to have 8 of her kids back? Marv Thomas said, fuck. Yeah, man, you know, I've never saw anything like this. And when I saw this story, I immediately reached out to these young women. You know, because I'm like, look, you know, everybody goes through things. Everybody has hard time. And I wanted to hear their story, you know, but what was crazy, it was their family members that reached out to me, you know, because they know what type of young women these ladies are, you know, and it's a shame, you know, that kids have to grow up with parents like this, you know, no children should have to grow up in a household or grow up with parents like this. You know, it's best, you know, that the state take these children away from this young lady. The other 5 children, the grandmother, she's stepping up. They're already with her. You know, so I want to congratulate Jackie on being a great grandmother. You know, I had a grandmother,
right,
you know, like
right,
that was concerned, you know, about the well-being of her grandchildren, you know, and this is what
right,
this woman was doing when she reached out to me.
right.
You know, so like I said, I want to apologize to, you know, everyone. I'm normally not on here talking like this. Let me see what she said. She said something about the police. Let me go back. These messages are coming through so quick. Okay, she said, you dick riding Jackie. She must have promised. You know what? This is crazy. You know what? That's why you in the problem that you in now, because of your coochie. You know, and this bitch had the nerve to say, my wife actually made a comment to this bitch. You know, my wife said, I forget exactly what she said, but she said, all 8 of my kids came out of this good ass coochie.
Yeah,
And I told this stupid bitch, I
you
said,
talking
bitch,
to
I
you
said, you need
talking
to
to
go
a
and erase
fool,
all
bro.
that stupid shit off your motherfucking page.
Yeah, you talking to a real fool.
Yeah, she's a fool, you know, and I just wanted everybody to see this fool. She said, that's why you mad. I'm not mad. We airing your dirty laundry out. Quincy Jackson said, bad cat. I guarantee you that cat probably smelled like that house. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I mean, if you think I'm mad, then hey, I'm smiling over here. Listen, I got a place to stay. My house ain't smelling like shit and dog feces. You know, but look, at the end of the day, man, this should be an example to each and every young man and young woman growing up what not to be like. Women, this is a perfect example. Do not have kids you cannot afford, you know, or you will more than likely end up in situations like this woman. You know, quit having kids you can't afford. This woman continued to have kids after kid after kid when she knew she couldn't afford them. Now look at the situations that her kids have to go through, you know, because she made poor decisions. Quincy Jackson says she's a rat. Okay, she made another comment. She said, you got it though. Laughing my ass off. Let me stop getting you views. Hey, I'm gonna get views without you, baby. I was getting views before I met you.
My phone cut off. Tell him my phone
Marv
cut off.
Thomas said, no, keep speaking your mind, queen. Yeah, speak your mind. You know, but look, I'm not gonna What up, though, Q? Okay, Londell Bright said, what up, though, Q? Look, man, at the end of the day, I just want to come on here because, like I said earlier, this woman called me this morning when I was asleep. I wasn't able to reach out to her. Shauna Jefferson said it's going to take a lot for Miss Jackie to take care of those 5 children, so something should be done. No, I actually told Miss Jackie, I said we would make sure that the money would go directly to you and the kids. She said those kids are going to be well taken care of. They don't need anything. You know, where they're at now, they're well taken care of. So they don't need anything. Mookie OT said, we're not talking about the same grandmother who threw up in our kitchen utensils and cooked it for our grandchildren. I don't know. You know, you tell me, Mook. Come on in. I'll say, send me your email and I'll bring you in and you can tell us about it since you have something to say, Mook. Yeah, so apparently she has her people coming in talking. April Chambers said everybody that sees this living conditions is hurt, disgusting, angry, mad because of the audacity. Exactly. You know, I've never saw no shit like this. You know, and I immediately, you know, wanted to do a story and I wanted to help the children out. You know, that was my main concern, you know, is helping these children out until the grandmother of the young man that you saw that was arrested, and he was the boyfriend of the other sister who had 5 children, you know, and this was the grandmother who reached out to me and told me, listen, there's so much stuff I haven't even spoke of yet. You know, but look, we got a few people in here watching. I need to make sure that you guys need to make sure that you're liking, you're subscribing, and you're sharing. This definitely needs to be shared. You know, so this can be an example for young, like I said, for young women and young men who may be going through a situation like this. Okay, here, let me put her comment back up. Okay, she said, God will continue blessing me throughout this whole process of getting my children back. I post everything on my page, so it's there for everyone to see. Okay, it changed, so it changed, so I couldn't read the rest of it. Okay, let me put it back on the screen. These messages are coming in so quick, but yeah, you know, thus far, God has not blessed you with your children. He has taken them away because you do not deserve to be a mother of 8 children. God is not blessing you. He took them children away. Because if he was blessing you, he would have those kids right now with you. Why would God put those children back in a situation where they were living, walking around smelling dog shit, human feces, nothing to eat, no running water, no flushable toilets? Why would God put children back in a situation like that? He did what he needed to do and took them out of that situation. Yep. You know, and this woman, listen, this is what's so crazy, you guys. This woman doesn't think she has done anything wrong. She doesn't think she's been neglectful to her children. You know, this is the audacity of this woman. The devil always got something to say. You're the devil himself. That pussy is the devil. 8 kids, yes, 8 kids living in a 3-bedroom house with 3 adults. Well, now they've been evicted. They've been evicted from the house that they were living in. They tore this house down. You know, I know the landlord was like, what the fuck? You know, and the grandmother told me every house that these people stay in, they demolish it. You know, and I can imagine 8 kids, you know, and this is another thing. She said they would leave the kids there alone and just for hours at a time. You know, that's why that's why the houses were fucked up that they live in. You know, can you imagine 13 kids at will, just with no supervision running around the house? That house is going to be fucked up. That's why you saw the house looking like how it was. You know, they didn't give a fuck. You know, she said all they were doing was just smoking and drinking, you know, things that they wanted to do. They didn't give a fuck about these kids. That's why CPS got them now. That's why they're not in the custody. I'm not going to say CPS got them because they did, but they're in the custody of the 5 is with the grandmother, and I forget who she said the angel 8 kids is with, but she doesn't need them. Now you're just running your Yeah, it looked like you ran your dick suckers a lot. No, but no, I'm not running my mouth. I guarantee you, Jackie will back up everything. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to play. I won't even play that. I'm going to try to reach out to Jackie again, but it's late. I won't bother her. She has the 5 children. They have temporary custody. My sister has them. Good. Whoever has them is better than what you're having. And I believe she has no contact with. She can't even see her own kids. I think that's what Jackie said. So man, look, I'm not going to be on her any much longer. I just want to come on and talk about how trifling, how nasty this bitch is, and she has the nerve to be coming over here trying to talk shit. Everybody saw how nasty you were. But you don't have your kids. So what if you see them? You don't have them. Bro, I'm actually from Caucasian mountains. Okay, well, your message in U.S. Okay, these messages are coming so quick. So Jacqueline is asleep, sir. So are my children. They have, yeah, I'm not calling them. Okay, this is Cassie. This is the other sister. Yeah. This is the other sister with the 5 kids that the grandmother has the 5 kids. So they're both in the chat section, you guys. Callie Fortune said, let her keep incriminating herself. The longer she's on, she's giving more against herself. I agree. In CSB, and the grandmother already told me that they watched some of that one show, so these bitches are stupid. Last person that said that they got their kids taken away. But I don't have to worry about my kids being taken away. My kids are well taken care of. You're the one going through that problem because you're an unfit ass bitch. Yep. So yeah, why won't you come on? What are you scared of? Are you scared of people seeing what we already see who you are? This nasty bitch don't want to come on because she's afraid of letting people see who she really is. No one said anything about materialistic shit. We just talked about how bad of a parent you were. Not once have I said anything materialistic. I just said you are nasty, trifling ass bitch. Can you explain yourself, bro? Like what? What do you need me to explain? Aaron Larkery, or however you pronounce your last name. I'm explaining it everything. These are some nasty, unfit mothers. Yeah, and like Callie said, it's about the children. Bro, I'm actually from Caucasian. Look, quit typing stupid comments, Aaron Larkery. We don't give a fuck where you're from. Make a comment towards what we're talking about. Yep. So yeah, like I said, I want everybody to comment. Tell me what you think. Do you think this woman deserves to get her children back? That's what I want to know. And I can't even. This whole hour went past quick. I didn't even realize we've been on here for an hour. Okay, ask God about me. She said people don't take your show serious. A lot of people take my show serious. That's just you talking shit. That's why people are on here. Bitch, that shit don't bother me. I get plenty of views, plenty of people watch my shit. I'm not worried about that. Bitch, I'm getting paid now. You stupid hoe. Since you know everything, you're the star. This bitch said she's the star. See, look, and you know what? Big Hen said it. Big Hen said it correctly. These bitches have mental issues going on. So look, I'm not going to even waste my time no more with this stupid bitch. I just want to come on here and air this bitch dirty laundry out, because like I said, she's a disrespectful, ass bitch when somebody tried to actually help her and her children out. She said, I'm giving the same energy you putting out. Hey, look, I was giving you good energy until Jackie called me and told me about you nasty bitches. Don't know No children deserve. See, and what I'm really mad about, I'm mad about how you treated. Yeah, and normally I don't even speak like this, but you know, you brought that out. You brought that dirty mouth out of me today. So look, you know, I'm not gonna waste any more time, you know, airing these nasty bitches out. You know, they've been aired out enough. You know, I just pray and hope, you know, God does the right thing and never allow this bitch to have custody of her kids ever again. You know, because she doesn't deserve it. You know, from what we see now, you know, no one's deserves to be a parent living, having your kids living in filth like that. You know, I don't even think pigs live that motherfucking nasty and dirty. You know, and that's crazy, you know, but what's going on, Marv Thomas? Yep. So look, I just want to come on for a little bit, like I said I was, and do my last talk about this. This is going to be my last conversation about these young women, I should say. You know, this will be it. You know, I done my piece. You know, I spoke my piece. I just wanted the world to see how disgusting and nasty these bitches are. Okay, Callie said in the show, enough is enough. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it going. You know, because they deserve to hear all this shit. You know, what type of mother would allow their children to live in some shit like that? Just real talk. I don't even talk like this, you know. So you ladies, mainly you, Angel, brought this out of me. You know, Cassandra, she may have a way out with Jackie behind her to help her. You know, hopefully she does the right thing and then get away from your disgusting trifling ass. You know, because she told me that you are the one that's bringing the other sister down. What did I start? I didn't start anything. You know, I tried to help your children out. She said, Jackie is disgusting. You know what? I wish it wasn't late that I can bring Jackie in. You know, but it is what it is. So look, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Give me your thoughts on these young ladies' situation. You know, on what type of mothers you think these women are. You know, what you have. Okay, she said, no, you didn't with that GoFundMe. Hi. What do you mean? No, I didn't. You know, but anyway, you know, I need for you guys to give me your opinion on this situation. What type of mothers do you think these ladies are? Do you think that they deserve custody back of their children? You know, damn, Toledo, y'all got to do better. Yeah, you know, listen, these bitches is horrible. You know, I've never, you know, like I said, that was some third world country type shit. You know, even the nasty of the nastiest bitches don't even live that nasty. You know, these are some really nasty low bitches. Bitch, you look slow as fuck. I'm far from slow. You know, but look, I'm going to go in here and close out. I don't have anything else to add. It's you know, I just want to come on here and talk about, look, and this bitch would not look. This is a crazy, deranged ass bitch. She's still in the comment section. I'll be that, you know, but you're a lot slower than me. If I'm slow. Marv Thomas said, I feel they should come on the show. Me too. These nasty bitches don't want to come on. Come on. I'm going to send them another link. Come on the show. Since you got so much to say, bring your nasty ass on the show. And I'm about to send her another link. I was getting ready to end the show, but these bitches still want to keep talking. So come on in. I'm sending you another link. If you're not going to come in, get the fuck out of my chat. You know, so yeah, you know, these nigga, no. Really, at the end of the day, I don't care if you come in or not. Your face has already been seen. That's just like when you tried to hide your face in the beginning. Motherfuckers already knew who your nasty, trifling ass was. So I didn't care if you didn't show your face or not, you know, because I already had showed your face from the original video. Callie Fortune said, I have no other things to do. I'm getting ready to end it in a little bit, Callie. I'm just getting my last words out. You know, and what kills me is when motherfuckers talk about God. Like there's nothing godly about you. You know, cleansing, what they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. Bitch, you the devil himself. Ain't no fucking, God has nothing to do with you. Yo, nasty, trifling ass, living like that. And want to bring up God. Bitch, God probably is going to, you know what? I'm not going to even say that. He did what he needed to do by taking your children away. You made your bed, you going to lay in it now. You know, so look, I'm getting ready to close out for sure this time, guys. It's been a good one. I actually had fun. You know what I mean? This actually has been a good, productive chat. You know, this should be a message. You know, let this be a message again to young women and young men. Young men, do not fuck with nasty, lazy bitches like this. You know, do not be sitting up having children with women like this. You know, in young women, this should be a lesson learned. Do not be in relationships with men who does not plan on being in your life or your children's life. This woman only had motherfuckers, you know what? And I'm not going to even speak that, but look, this should be a lesson, you know, for all young women. You know, if you're going to be laying down and sleeping with men unprotected, make sure that this man is planning on being with you and your children and being a father to your children. You know, so look, I don't have anything else to add. It's been another one. It's your boy Dame D, and I am out. Peace.